You and Your Young Child, a program of information and services available for you and your child from prenatal to age 5. You and Your Young Child has been brought to you in part by Minor Family Dentistry and by the Sternberg Museum of Natural History. Minor Family Dentistry would like to bring you the following dental health tip. It's recommended to have a dental checkup no later than your child's first birthday. An adult should brush for a young child and monitor older children's brushing to ensure a good job is done. Flossing should start when teeth are touching. Minor Family Dentistry wishes you good dental health. Families, including children of all ages, are welcome. Minor Family Dentistry, 1010 Downing and Hayes. Find them in the Next Tech directory.
Now at the Sternberg Museum of Natural History, it's your chance to enjoy feelings from fear to fascination with Rattlers exhibit. With 23 species of rattlesnakes native to the United States, it's the only place to view all 23 species at the same time. Enjoy snakes from all over the country. Learn the facts about these snakes, including where they live, interesting behaviors, and why they're undeserving of their bad reputations. We'll see you soon at the Sternberg Museum of Natural History, right down the street, 3000 Sternberg Drive, Hayes, Kansas.
Hello, and welcome to You and Your Young Child, the program devoted to early childhood. My name is Dana Stanton, and I'm the coordinator of Early Childhood Grants for USD 489. And with me today is Kelly O'Brien Koerner with the Hayes Area Children's Center. Welcome, Kelly.
Good morning.
Now, first of all, Kelly, tell us, what do you do for the Children's Center?
I am their community relations coordinator, and so I work with activities and with the staff, and I also work with the community and people who are involved with the Children's Center.
You get to do interviews like this with me.
Yes,
yeah. Now, first of all, tell us about some of the services and programs that are offered at the Children's Center. We wouldn't have enough time to cover all of them, but give us an overview.
Okay. There are actually 4 programs and services that are facilitated through the center. Infant, toddler, early intervention is probably one that a lot of Hayes and Ellis County people know about. They also provide services in Rush County. They provide screenings with the Hayes Interagency Coordinating Council, and we actually have developmental screenings this Friday, April the 5th, and we have one more in May before summer vacation. Mm-hmm. Probably a lot of people in the community know about Healthy Start Home Visitor. Elaine Rupp is the coordinator for that. She goes out and works with families who have new babies and helps them with transitions. Mm-hmm. We are a licensed child care facility and actually have been open since 1966 when we started as the Early Childhood Developmental Center. And so we have infant, toddler, and preschool classes. And then we are also home to Child Care Aware of Northwest Kansas, who serve 18 counties and child care professionals in this area.
Mm-hmm. So those are lots of things going on. Mm-hmm. Now, with all of those different programs, I'm sure you have lots of events that you have throughout the year. Tell us about some of the things that are happening this spring and maybe even into the summer.
Sounds great. Thank you. We have some activities that are for our families, obviously, just like schools in Hayes do. In the summer, we have a carnival for the children, and we ask community members to come in and do some of the activities and events with the kids. We have several fundraisers during the year to help supplement the programs and services and provide that financial support that we need to keep them going. We have a trike-a-thon on April 26th. We'll have strollers and tricycles and bicycles with training wheels. And family members, community members, and friends sponsor children who participate, and that's through our licensed child care. And then the classrooms, they actually get the money from that event to help with their activities they do with the kids. We have a Rope 'em Ride event, which is the 25th annual this year. And it is a bicycle ride, 100 miles through Ellis County. And this year, we are going to feature the Volga German churches that are so much a treasure of the community, and they'll be open for the riders to stop and tour, and then of course they can attend services at the churches, during the weekend if they would like to. And the registration fees that come from that are also going to support all of our programs and services.
Now I have a question about that. Is that happen all in one day, or is it over a period of days, or how does that work?
It's a one-day ride. For the professional experienced riders who come in, we have it mapped out as a 100-mile century ride. And Susan Bowles, who is our speech pathologist at the Children's Center, she and several other of the staff are avid riders, and Susan's mapped out the route. And, of course, she's done this for several years, so she knows the best way to get to the churches, and, the safest and most most feasible way, I guess, or route. And so they'll start at 8 o'clock on May the 4th, and then as each rider completes the ride, whether they go 20 miles, 40 miles, whatever. We had some families last year participated with their children, and of course, they may not want to go the 100 miles with children in a bicycle seat, but you can pick what you want to, and you can go to the churches you want to visit, and it's your choice.
Okay, awesome. Well, I was wondering, I was thinking, can everybody do 100 miles? Yeah.
I think in theory it would be great. We do have century riders, people who participate in Bike Across Kansas and some of these other events. Sarah K. Carroll, who's worked with us for several years, she has a company called Wild Within You. She does some programs through the HACC. She's one of our major sponsors, and so she's provided a lot of background information and support to make the ride successful, but she's also going to be available that weekend to help people who maybe ride 20 and 40 miles but would like to be a century rider. She's going to talk to them about training and what they could do, if they want to make it more of a physical exercise that they could do, with more rides.
Any other events coming up?
We have our director, Doug Greer, and most people know Doug because he's been at the center for a long time, and he is retiring in June. And we are hosting a retirement reception for him on June the 28th. It'll be from 3 to 5 p.m. in the afternoon, and it's a way to honor Doug for all he's done for the Children's Center, but for all the people in the community. And of course, he's very active in organizations across the state, and people look to him as a respected member of the community, but also in early childhood education. And we
An advocate for early childhood education, very much so. Yeah.
And so we invite everyone in the community to participate with that. And even though it's in June, I know we're a little bit ahead of the game, but if you want to come and visit that day, or if you'd like to, contact him, send him a card or a letter and let him know that, we're grateful for everything he's done for our community, I think it would be great.
Now, if someone wants more information about the triathlon or the 100-mile bike ride or Doug's reception, how do they get in touch with you?
We have a new website that came online this last year, and the website is www.hacc.info. Not to be confused with the Hays Area Chamber of Commerce. They have their own website too. But ours is hacc.info. And we also have a Facebook page that's Hays Area Children's Center, and we update it daily with information about activities. You can always call us at 625-3257, and you can also email to the center. It's hacc@hacc.info. Lots of ways to communicate.
I just thought there's no cost for any of these programs or services. The ones you talked about earlier or any of the events, correct?
Right. There's funding for infant, toddler, early intervention, Healthy Start, and then Child Care Aware of Northwest Kansas. People who bring their children to the Children's Center, obviously there's an enrollment registration fee, for licensed child care.
Yes.
But yeah, and of course we're always working on funding.
Of course. Kelly, thank you so much for the information today. You've been watching You and Your Young Child, the program devoted to early childhood. Parents, remember, you are your child's first and best teacher. Thank you.
Thanks for watching You and Your Young Child, a program of information and services available for you and your child from prenatal to age 5. You can watch the program weekdays in the noon and 9 o'clock hours. You and Your Young Child has been brought to you in part by Minor Family Dentistry and by the Sternberg Museum of Natural History.